Hello, welcome to Learn Instrumentation. Today we are going to discuss instrumentation interview questions and answers. Today we are going to discuss some tricky questions. So video is going to be very interesting and it is going to be very helpful for you. So don't skip the video. The question is an emergency stop always wired with an NC contact? It is true or false? The answer is true. Yes, emergency stop always wired with using an NC contact. So please note it down. It is an important point and it is very helpful for instrumentation as well as electrical persons. Next question, it is also related to PLC. Does an increase in scan time make analog control slower? Yes or no? The answer is yes. If we increase the scan time, the analog control will be slower. The next question, it is very important question. Is it mandatory to always write interlock logic inside the PLC DCS? Is it true or false? The answer is no. There are hardwired interlocks as well. We can write interlock logic inside the PLC DCS or we can use the interlock as hardwiring also. The next question, it is also related to PLC. Does a faulty output card cause the entire PLC to shut down? True or false? And the answer is false. It affects only the specific group or points. Faulty analog card will only affect the related instruments that are connected to that faulty analog output card. It will not affect all the PLC. Next question related to loop checking. Should loop checking always be started from the field toward the control loop? Yes or no? The answer is no, because sometimes wiring has to be verified by forcing signals from PLC DCS. Sometimes we force the signal from PLC DCS and we check that wiring is connected properly or the logic is working properly or not. Suppose we are using a digital input, suppose we are using a switch, a limit switch or a pressure switch, and we are not going to the field, and in that case from PLC DCS software we will provide force signal and we will check whether the process is working okay or not, whether the logic is working okay or not. Similarly, in AI signal case, we can also check by using the force signal. Next question, while performing a loop check, should the 4 to 20 milliampere source always be provided from the transmitter? True or false? And its answer is false. It can also be provided by using a handheld calibrator. We can use a handheld calibrator and we will provide 4 to 20 milliampere signal and we can check whether the readings are perfect toward PLC side, DCS side, and the logics are working okay on particular readings or not. The next question, very good question. If the loop is open, will the PLC analog input show 0, true or false? The answer is false. The AI card may display a low fault, because when the loop is open, the output will be 0 milliampere. In that case, there may be a possibility that DCS or PLC will show a low fault instead of 0 reading. Next question related to continuity test, a very good question. Does a continuity test always require 2 people? 1 people at control room side, 1 people at field side? Yes or no? The answer is no. It can also be done by using a one man using continuity buzzer. Next question, a very good question. Can a loop check still pass even if scaling is incorrect? Yes or no? Suppose we are checking a transmitter, a pressure transmitter or temperature transmitter, or it may be any transmitter, and we have scaled it from 4 to 20 milliampere and we have also scaled it in PLC DCS. This scaling is incorrect. Okay, here scaling is some different, here scaling is some different at PLC DCS side. So the loop check will pass in that case or not? In that case, loop check will be passed because the electrical loop will be fine, but the values will be displayed incorrectly. The values will be different at PLC DCS side, at transmitter side, because the scaling is different at both ends. I think it is clear to you. Next question, a very good question. In loop checks, is the common mistake a mismatch between the transmitter range and the DCS PLC range. True or false? And the answer is true. It usually happens that there will be a mismatch between the transmitter range and DCS range. Okay, so that was our video. For more instrumentation videos, subscribe to our channel today. Thanks for watching the video.